to introduce the concept and really where this idea came from. Essentially in 2017 there was a competition called the New Shape, which was from the Global Challenges Foundation. So a Swedish billionaire who's made his money in the world of finance set up a foundation which is really looking at global systemic challenges. And he issued a call for proposals, or his organization did, which was inviting people to submit essentially a thesis looking at how we might be able to create essentially a governance model that would be equitable, accountable, and sustainable, capable of addressing current global challenges and also those that might be emerging in the future. And there was a $5 million prize, and so being perhaps sort of person I am, I thought, well, that's quite an interesting competition. I've been working in this space for a long time, maybe I should have a go. And got together with a group of people to start thinking about that concept. And I thought there'll only be maybe a couple of hundred people that might submit an entry, because it was a 10,000 word essay. I was actually delighted to find out that nearly 3,000 people from around the world put their heads together and thought, how do we build a better future, a better world? It's very inspiring. The question was actually really focused on how we might reform the United Nations to make it a more effective body. Our group actually thought perhaps the United Nations is not the place to start, and if we were thinking really of how we might create something different, perhaps we could put that to one side and think about something that might actually have a chance of working. I know that sounds maybe a little bit facetious, but trying to reform the UN may be less doable than some other ideas out there. So you can have a look to see the winning entries. There was one that involved blockchain, and the other two actually did pretty much answer the question, looking at a global voting system, I believe.